Hey Ella, let me ask you something. Do you say, I do a mistake, or I make a mistake?
Jake, if you said, I do a mistake, you're making one of the most common errors in English.
But honestly, thousands of people say this every day. They also say, I make homework and I make a shower.
The problem, do, make, and take each have a different job, but most people mix them up.
Until today. In the next few minutes, you'll know exactly which word to use every single time.
Welcome to the English Speaking Show. All right, let's start with the first word, do.
And do is actually the simplest one to understand.
Why do you say that?
Because do is all about actions and activities. When you focus on doing the work, not creating something new, you use do.
So do is about the action itself.
Exactly. Think about homework. You do homework. You're focusing on the activity, the work, the effort.
Or do exercise. You're not creating exercise, you're doing the activity.
Or do the dishes. You're doing the work, the action of washing.
So when the focus is on the activity or the work itself, we use do.
Perfect. Do is all about action and effort.
Let's see do in different situations.
At work, you hear do all the time. I need to do this project. Can you do the presentation? I'm doing research right now.
At home, do the laundry, do the cleaning, do the shopping. All activities, all work.
At school, do your homework. Do the assignment. Do a test.
Wait, do a test? I thought we also say take a test.
Good catch. Both are correct. Do a test focuses on the action of testing. Take a test focuses on receiving or participating in the test.
Ah, so both work, but the feeling is different.
Exactly. We'll talk more about take later.
For now, remember do is for activities, actions where you focus on doing the work.
And notice something. All these examples, you're not creating anything new. You're just doing the task.
Do homework, you're not creating homework, you're completing it.
Perfect example.
You know, thinking about my daily routine, every morning I do yoga for about 20 minutes.
Perfect example. You're not creating yoga, you're doing the activity.
Exactly. And then I do some stretching before I start work.
For me, I always tell myself, just do your best, especially on difficult days.
Do your best. That's such a common phrase. You're focusing on the effort, the action.
Right. I'm not creating best. I'm doing my best effort.
That's a nice way to think about it.
So let's summarize do really quickly.
Number 1, do is for activities and actions.
Number 2, when you focus on doing the work, not creating something new, use do.
And you'll hear it everywhere. Do homework, do exercise, do the dishes, do your best.
Once you understand do, the other two words become much easier.
Okay, second word, make.
And this is the important one because this is where everyone makes the error we talked about.
So let's understand make clearly. Make is about creating something, producing something. When something new appears, you use make.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Make a mistake. When you make an error, you're creating that mistake. Something new appears. The error didn't exist before.
Or make a decision. When you decide something, you're creating that choice. The decision is new.
Or make dinner. You're creating the meal. Before you started, there was no dinner, but after you make it, food appears.
So make always has a result. Something gets created. Something gets produced.
Exactly. Make a plan, you create the plan. Make coffee, you produce the coffee. Make a choice, you create the choice.
And here's the key. This is why we say make a mistake and not do a mistake.
Because mistakes are created, they're produced. You don't do a mistake, you create a mistake.
Think about it. Before you made the error, the mistake didn't exist. You produced it.
Not on purpose, of course.
Of course not. But the mistake is still something you created.
You know, thinking about my own life, I make so many mistakes when I'm learning something new.
Like what?
Like when I started cooking, I made mistakes all the time. Too much salt, burned food, wrong temperature.
Perfect example. You created those mistakes. They didn't exist until you made them.
Exactly. And now I make better decisions in the kitchen.
For me, every morning I make coffee. It's the first thing I do.
Wait, you said I make coffee, but earlier you said I do yoga. Why not I make yoga?
Great question. Because yoga already exists. I'm just doing the activity. But coffee doesn't exist until I make it. I'm creating the coffee.
Ah, that's the difference. Make creates something new. Do just completes an activity.
Exactly. I don't create yoga, I just do it. But I do create coffee. I make it.
This is clicking now.
Now the third word, take.
And take is different from both do and make.
How?
Take is about receiving something, grabbing something, or experiencing something. The thing already exists. You're just taking it.
Like take a break. The break exists. You're just receiving it, experiencing it.
Or take a shower. The shower exists. You're not creating a shower. You're just taking it, experiencing it.
Or take medicine. The medicine is already there. You're just taking it, receiving it.
Or take a photo. You're capturing something, grabbing that moment.
So take is about receiving, grabbing, or experiencing something that already exists.
Not creating like make and not doing an activity like do, just receiving or experiencing something.
Now comes the most important part. Let's compare all three words.
Okay, imagine you're talking about a test.
You can say, I do a test. That focuses on the action of testing, the activity.
You can also say, I take a test. That focuses on receiving or participating in the test.
Wait, so both are correct?
Both are correct, just different feelings. Do a test, action. Take a test, participation.
But here's what's not correct. You cannot say, I make a test.
Unless you're a teacher creating the test, then yes, the teacher makes the test, creates it.
But the student doesn't make the test. The student does the test or takes the test.
Now, the most important one, mistakes.
I make a mistake? Correct, because you're creating the error.
I do a mistake? Wrong. Never say this. Mistakes are not activities, they're results you create.
And decisions. I make a decision? Correct. You're creating the choice.
I do a decision? Wrong. Never. Decisions are created, not done.
This is the rule that fixes everything.
You know, every night before bed, I take a shower. It helps me relax.
Perfect. You're not creating the shower, you're receiving it, experiencing it.
Exactly. And when I'm tired during work, I take a break for 10 minutes.
Same thing. The break exists. You're just receiving it, receiving that rest. So let's summarize all three words quickly.
Okay, do for actions and activities. Do homework, do exercise, do the dishes.
Make for creating and producing. Make a mistake, make a decision, make dinner.
And take for receiving and experiencing. Take a break, take a shower, take medicine.
And here's the simple rule to remember.
Ask yourself one question. Am I creating something new?
If yes, use make. If no, ask the next question.
Am I receiving or experiencing something that exists?
If yes, use take. If no, it's probably do. That's the rule. One simple decision tree.
Now, let's look at some tricky situations where choosing the right word isn't so obvious.
Yes, these confuse even advanced learners.
Tricky situation number 1. Make a speech or do a speech.
Oh, this is confusing. I've even heard another one, give a speech.
Oh yes, give a speech is the most common. You're giving your words to the audience.
What about make a speech?
Also correct. You're creating the speech, producing those words.
But do a speech sounds strange. Nobody says that.
Yes, give a speech or make a speech both work. We just don't do a speech. Tricky situation number 2. Make a call or do a call.
Normally, we say make a call. You're creating the conversation.
But I've heard people say do a call in business.
Yes, in business meetings, people sometimes say, let's do a call tomorrow. It's more casual, more modern.
But make a call is always correct and more standard.
Tricky situation number 3. Take a walk or do a walk?
This one has a clear answer. Take a walk. You're experiencing the walk.
Never say do a walk. It sounds very strange.
Unless you're a professional walker doing walk training.
Even then, just say, I'm walking.
Tricky situation number 4. Make time or take time.
Oh, this is interesting. Both are correct, but they mean completely different things.
Make time means create space in your schedule. I'll make time for you tomorrow.
Take time means something requires duration. This project will take time to finish.
Different meanings, not interchangeable.
Tricky situation number 5. What about damage? Do damage or make damage?
Good question.
Actually, neither. We say cause damage or do damage, but never make damage.
Wait, do damage is correct?
Yes, the storm did a lot of damage. It's an exception. English loves exceptions.
Of course it does.
So remember, most situations follow the rules, but some phrases are just fixed expressions.
When in doubt, ask yourself, am I creating, receiving, or doing an activity?
That decision tree works 90% of the time. Okay, now let's see all 3 words in a real conversation.
Yes, we'll do a role play. 2 coworkers talking about their busy week at the office.
Everyone, listen carefully. Count how many times you hear do, make, and take. We'll discuss them after.
And notice how we use each one. Are we doing an activity, creating something, or receiving something?
Ready, Jake?
Let's go. Ella, finally, Friday. What a week.
I know. I've been so busy. I did 3 presentations this week.
3 presentations? That's a lot of work.
And honestly, I made so many mistakes in the first one. My slides had errors. I forgot some points.
Oh, no. But I'm sure you made a good impression anyway.
I hope so. What about you? How was your week?
Well, I had to make some difficult decisions about the new project.
What kind of decisions?
We had to decide which features to include. I made a list of priorities and presented it to the team.
That sounds important. Did everyone agree?
Not at first, but we took a break, discussed everything calmly, and then we all made the final choice together.
Taking a break always helps.
Absolutely. And speaking of breaks, I didn't take any lunch breaks this week, just ate at my desk.
Jake, you need to take care of yourself.
I know. Next week, I'll make time for proper lunch breaks.
So, what do you have to do this weekend?
Nothing much. I need to do some laundry, do some shopping, and then I'm taking photos at my friend's birthday party.
Oh, that sounds fun. Are you making a cake for the party?
Me? Make a cake? No way. I'm terrible at baking. I'll just take some flowers.
Smart choice. Well, enjoy your weekend.
You too. Let's make sure we don't do any work until Monday.
Okay, let's look at what we just heard.
I said, I did 3 presentations. That's doing the activity, the work.
And I said, I made so many mistakes, creating those errors. And you made a good impression, creating that positive feeling.
Then I said, make difficult decisions and made a list, both creating something.
And you said, we took a break, receiving rest. And I didn't take lunch breaks, not receiving that time.
And at the end, do laundry, do shopping, activities, taking photos, capturing moments. Make a cake, creating food.
Wait, let me pause here because you might have noticed something.
Yes, we said did, made, and took. Those are the past tense forms.
Do becomes did in the past. Make becomes made in the past. Take becomes took in the past.
So the three words we're learning today, do, make, and take, those are the base forms, the present tense.
But when you talk about yesterday, last week, things that already happened, you change them to did, made, took.
Don't worry about memorizing this now. Just know that the same rules apply. Creating uses make or made. Receiving uses take or took. Activities use do or did.
The job doesn't change, just the time.
Okay, now we used all three words naturally, do, make, and take, and nobody stopped to think about grammar.
That's the goal. These words become automatic.
Now let's help you build your own sentences. Okay, we'll give you patterns. You fill in your own details.
Pattern 1, using do for activities.
The structure, every day I do blank.
I would say, every day I do exercise in the morning.
And I would say, every day I do my best to learn something new.
Now you, what activity do you do every day? Every day I do blank.
Perfect. That's your activity sentence.
Pattern 2, using make for creating.
The structure, I often make blank when blank.
I would say, I often make mistakes when I'm learning something new.
And I would say, I often make coffee when I wake up in the morning.
Now you, what do you create or produce? I often make blank when blank.
Excellent. That's a real sentence about your life.
Pattern 3, using take for receiving or experiencing.
The structure, when I'm tired, I take blank.
I would say, when I'm tired, I take a short break.
And I would say, when I'm tired, I take a walk outside.
Now you, what do you take when you're tired? When I'm tired, I take blank.
You now have 3 personal sentences, one for each word.
Every day I do blank. I often make blank when blank. When I'm tired, I take blank.
These are your sentences now, real English about your life.
Now let's wrap everything up.
So today, you learned the difference between do, make, and take.
Do is for actions and activities, things you focus on doing. Do homework, do exercise, do your best.
Make is for creating and producing. When something new appears, make a mistake, make a decision, make dinner.
And take is for receiving and experiencing, things that exist. You just take them. Take a break, take a shower, take a photo.
You learned the simple trick. Ask yourself, creating, use make. Receiving, use take. Everything else, probably do.
Now you should listen for these 3 words everywhere.
In songs, in movies, in conversations around you, you'll hear do, make, and take constantly.
And now your challenge this week. Write 1 sentence in the comments.
Show us an activity you do, something you make, or something you take.
For example, I do yoga every morning, or I make breakfast for my family, or I take photos when I travel.
Share your sentence with us.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe to the English Speaking Show.
We create new lessons every week to help you speak English naturally and confidently.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
You now understand do, make, and take for real.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.